Welcome into the Casual Gaming Conversation. I'm Connor, that's Nick. We are joined by Brady this week to talk about Ghost of Yōtei. But before we get into that, Nick, how we doing?
Dude, I'm doing really well right now. And a large reason is because Brady's on the podcast. I love when Brady's on the podcast. It brings me a lot of joy. And this was one that I'm happy that we were able to make happen. Because when it comes down to it, Brady only shows up and shows out for 2, maybe 3 reviews a year. And when we're talking about what we're reviewing today, it's the sequel to his second favorite game ever. Like, he needs to be here. And we've been saying that for a while, but I've been like, I don't know if he's going to be here. And now he's here. And I just like talking to my friend. And I like that we get to hang out later today. We're, after this, going to go sit down, watch some football, pizza, nachos. It's going to be a great afternoon. Life's all good right now. Brady, you're on thin ice, though.
I'm just here, dude.
You guys are making fun of me. I'm so positive right now. And Connor and Brady just have been taking shots at me left and right today.
Gotta knock you down a few pegs.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're so nice to you, dude.
Oh, we're drafting Call of Duties today. Oh, this has just been a great morning, though, of shooting content, having some fun with my friends. Brady, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk about one of the best games I've ever played. Might be my favorite game of all time. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I think by the end of this conversation, you'll be like, it probably is.
It's so hard for me for loving The Last of Us for so long, and that being my favorite game for like since it came out. It's so hard for me to like knock it down, and put something above it. But it's close. It's a close fight. It's a close fight.
Connor, how are you doing after gaming all yesterday and shooting way too many podcasts with me? We're shooting a lot of content in the next 7 days. It's just literally nonstop going into this subathon.
Yeah.
So yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Finished this out last night. Spent the day doing some chores, kind of just getting my stuff in order and finishing this game out. Loved it. Had a great time with it. Excited to be able to talk about it today. So.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, life is good right now. The boys are back together. Let's go get that cowboy hats. Connor, what do you got for housekeeping?
This show is made possible by all our lovely supporters over on Patreon. You can get this show and the Casual Gaming News Conversation 3 days early, and you can get bonus episodes of the Casual Gaming Conversation every single week. We just did a review for Keeper, the newest game from Double Fine and Xbox. We have spoiler casts back in the backlog for Death Stranding 2 and Donkey Kong Bonanza, so go support over there at that lowest tier.
Upcoming, we have... It's something that I'm legitimately stoked about, which is a Hades 2 spoiler cast. Shooting that with Rogan Plays Games. This is one of those podcasts that we talk about what bonus podcast is. This is what it's for. Bringing on somebody awesome who loves indie games, being able to talk about one of the best games this year. Connor hasn't beaten it, and it's just all right. Or are we going to just lay down and die and not let Daddy talk about Hades 2? I will not shut up about this game. My entire TikTok timeline is all Hades 2 content. It's been amazing. Sorry to jump in there. I just need to get that off my chest.
At the next tier up, we have Recollecting Retro once a month, where we take you to a retro store, pick out a few games, go over what we got. We just posted an episode this last Saturday. We also have the Co-op 64 podcast, where we each bring a topic. You can also write in at the highest tier to be the fourth topic for the Co-op 64 podcast, and you get 2 additional bonus TikToks every other week at that $10 tier. At the highest tier, like I said, you can write in for the Co-op 64 podcast, and you get your name read at the end of each and every podcast. Over on the Twitch side of things, Brady is continuing on with Lies of P with Nick and I co-piloting. We're getting there. We're finishing it eventually, maybe.
I'm getting better. We're cruising.
Objectively speaking, you are getting better.
I don't really have a choice.
It's such an interesting thing watching Brady play this game compared to I've played 2 Souls games on stream. I've played multiple very difficult games on stream, and it's very interesting to see Brady actually listen to a chat that's trying to help him compared to me just being just get me to the next main objective. I don't care that I have not leveled up anything. I don't care that I'm still using the same starting weapon. Just get me to the next main objective. Brady's actually going upgrading his shit and making sure that he's able to go and knock out some of these bosses and not take 3,000 tries like I did on the final fight in Sekiro. So I am proud of you.
I need all the help I can get. So shout out to the chat.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Nick is playing Final Fantasy X, his first ever playthrough of this Final Fantasy title that a lot of people consider to be the best of the best in the series.
Good game.
I should be finishing out Silent Hill 2 maybe this week, maybe next week, but we're getting to the end of it. Discord.
And then Friday.
Oh, Friday. We have the Red Dead Redemption 2 subathon. Nick playing through all of Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time. He's played the game a little bit before, but this will be his first playthrough of it. So if you want to support the channel, go over there on Friday, twitch.tv/co_op64.
9 a.m. start time.
Yep.
It's a little bit early, but we need the extra day to make sure that we're not playing this into Thursday next week. So 9 a.m., 3 hours on the clock to kick it off. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to be one of those streams that just goes and we talk about Co-op 64 history, Co-op 64 Day 2024, one of those moments, right? Elden Ring subathon, Final Fantasy 7 Remake subathon. There's certain big streams that we do here that just turn into legendary streams. I feel very confident that this is going to be one of those streams.
Then over on the Discord side of things, we have a community of 2,700 members talking about video games, making friends, talking about movies, music, whatever you want to chat about. You can probably find a place to chat about it in there. That's also where we do our forms for any fan written in topics or submissions or whatever, for Q&As, for grading your top 5 games, any fan voted lists as well. So go over to the Discord if you want to participate in any of those. Merch, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. You can support the channel that way over at co-op64store.com, and leave us nice reviews over on Apple Podcast Services. It gets the show out to more people, and we'd really appreciate that. All right, getting into the hot takes here. Nick, what do we got?
My video game hot take for this week is a reminder. It's a little bit basic, and you might go and shrug your shoulders and be like, wait, this isn't everyone's opinions about these games? But it should be. It should be everyone's opinions. My video game hot take is the Marvel Spider-Man trilogy that we have are all amazing video games. They're all 9 out of 10 brilliant video games. Because first and foremost, the fun per minute in these Spider-Man games are maybe the highest in any video game ever. Constantly being pulled into side missions, swinging through New York, just gorgeous setting. The lighting in this game is insane. The ray tracing of Miles Morales is brilliant. The different unique abilities that you get in Spider-Man 2 are all unbelievable. The arsenal of villains that you get to face, it is such a realized comic book universe that you get to play in 2018 Miles Morales and in Spider-Man 2. And I think that the big thing that people point to when they want to go and dunk on Spider-Man is the fact that it's not this really S-tier experience. It's not this once in a generation type of experience that you get with God of War or The Last of Us Part 2, or maybe even with this generation Astrobot. Those unique, distinct PlayStation first party experiences. But guess what? Spider-Man is so gosh darn fun that not every video game needs to be this sprawling story that makes me cry at the very end, even though Spider-Man 1 and 2 both made me cry. Sometimes you can just sit down and just be like, villains, unbelievable. Gameplay, super fun. I just like being Spider-Man. Spider-Man's so freaking cool that these games are just amazing. I just think that they deserve a little bit more credit than they're being given nowadays. I think Insomniac is top of their game, a S-tier PlayStation studio. They are the PS5. The fact that Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank, which is Rift Apart, the best Insomniac game, and Spider-Man 2 are all out on the system. I can't wait for Wolverine. This studio just does not miss. All these are 9 out of 10 amazing video games.
I'm a tad lower, but not by much. I would describe all of these games as great and above. So I can't imagine somebody saying that they're bad by any means. So yeah, I think they're all great.
Yeah.
Are you going to get to any more Spider-Man other than Miles Morales?
No, probably not. I mean, they are fun games. Swinging from buildings is arguably enjoyable throughout the entire game. But I just didn't love the gameplay of Miles Morales. But it's arguably a fantastic game. It's a 9 out of 10 game. So.
Yeah, I think the issue of playing Miles Morales with you was us distracting you on stream.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue with every I would be so good at Lies of P if you guys weren't there.
I
swear.
I really do think that you would be quite a bit better. But I do think that also you played Miles Morales at a time that we started streaming really early on in content.
Yeah.
And so this was even before you had your footing in and all of us had our footing in how to go and do a narrative based stream. We still had the wheel back then. There's so many different aspects that go and add to the madness of streaming in 2023/2024 that are now just not there. I'm curious to see what you would think of especially Spider-Man 1 story, which is just so freaking good. I really love Spider-Man 1. Connor, what's your hot take?
I have a weird hot take this week, but my gaming hot take is that I like playing technically worse versions of games to see the original vision of said game, if that makes sense. So, for example, I'm playing Persona 3 Portable right now. You have Persona 3 Reload out there, which is probably a better, in quotes, version of this game, but I'm fascinated by them shrinking this experience down, getting it working on a portable console, what concessions you had to make this work, and how you brought this this game to life, and how different it is in comparison to the remake or the original version of the game on PS2. Like, there's different music in Persona 3 Portable than in Reload, and I kind of enjoy getting that comparison point and seeing like what the vibe was, what the tone was of the original game. I enjoy that aspect of it. Final Fantasy IX is another example. You can play this game on modern consoles, not a remake, but there's quality of life improvements that they have in these games where you can like speed up the battle speed to like 3 times the speed or whatever and blaze through this game. But I kind of like seeing like what the pace was of the original version of this game. I like the more slow, methodical pacing of these battles. Another example, final example here, Metal Gear Solid 3. You have the remake of the Unreal 5 engine remake that just recently came out. I prefer the original version. Why would you play the original version? You have this new shiny version right here. I like the way that they had to make this game run on PS2 and how different it is in comparison to the remake, and how I find myself in these like frantic, interesting, weird scenarios because it's a little bit janky, because it's a little bit difficult to line up a shot in comparison to how like just kind of streamlined the experience is in the remake. So yeah, I just like seeing the original vision of these games. I'm glad that these remakes exist, but like I think that it's important to go back to the original and see the original vision that they had for these games, even though we have a new shinier version of them.
We all know I'm very pro remake on this channel because I'm very pro modern gaming. Like, I will always prefer to play something on my PS5 than have to pull out an old system and give it a shot. I think that it's just a lot easier. But I love this take because video game history, extremely important to just understanding how games that get remakes are normally really unbelievable works of art, and understanding that work of art and then seeing the improvements on it is fascinating. I'm shocked you didn't say Resident Evil 4. You love Resident Evil 4 original
yeah.
over the fact of Resident Evil 4 remake. Resident Evil 4 remake for me, 9.5 out of 10. One of the best games I've ever played. Horror, it's the best horror game I've ever played. Like, it's so freaking good. I'm curious to go back and eventually play Resident Evil 4 and understand. And there's a chance I prefer Resident Evil 4 original. I prefer MGS3 Snake Eater compared to Delta because of everything that you said. Finding those weird encounters are so interesting. So yeah, I love this take. I'm all about it.
You should play Resident Evil on the Wii. I think that's probably the
Apparently it's really good.
Eventually, we should just sit down, Resident Evil 4 subathon, and we all play a Resident Evil 4 game. Just bang, bang, bang. VR.
Oh, God. Dude, I could not subathon a VR game.
GameCube and remake. Come on, dude. And we do it all just back to back. What if we did it where it's like the Elden Ring Night Rain stream? All 3 of us were playing different ones at the same time. So we got me in VR lining up shots, Brady with the Wii remote, and then Connor playing the game. Okay, it'll be a great time.
I love you guys, but I don't trust you enough to have a VR headset and to be streaming and you guys be around me and me not being able to see what's happening in the room.
Brady, you should be afraid.
That's terrible.
All right. Connor, you ready to hop into this thing?
Yeah, let's talk about Ghost of Yōtei. You want to tee this up?
Yeah, so I have not rolled credits on Ghost of Yōtei. I'm reviewing a bunch of other things. Our Keeper review is already out. And yeah, I'm just playing a bunch of other things for the channel. We all understood that. We knew that. I played about 5 hours of this game. But my understanding is both Brady and Connor have rolled credits on this one. I'm excited to hop in, host, hang out. When we were discussing this a couple weeks ago, I was like, can I still be on the podcast, please? I just want to hang out with my friends. And it's nice to be able to go and ask questions because I'm so curious to see where the gameplay goes and all this stuff. With that being said, this is not a spoiler podcast. We will be doing a spoiler cast in a couple weeks. And will Brady be back on that podcast? It depends if he wants to be, because if he does, I'm going to be really excited about it. It's going to be great to hop into spoilers. Eventually, that conversation will be over on Bonus Podcast, over on Patreon. Get excited about that. But spoiler-free, we're just going to hop in. Thoughts?
I'll try really hard not to spoil anything for you.
Try your best. Well, Brady, I'm going to go to you first. Brady, what are your overall thoughts of Ghost of Yōtei? Just broad scope. You don't need to hop into the minutia. We're gonna get there.
You don't want me to spoil it?
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
No, it's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's been my most anticipated game since it got announced. Ghost of Tsushima is my second favorite game of all time, so I was very excited for this. I put about 35 hours into it, so I did a lot of side content. It's so hard just going from main story to main story. When you're just going through, there's all that side content, and when that bird pops up, I have to follow it.
Yeah.
Like we were coming up closer to the review, and I realized like, oh, I've put a lot of time into this game and I have not played enough of the main story. And so I did have to kind of mainline it at the end, but oh my God, grinding this game was such a great experience. I'll probably give it about a 9.5 out of 10. I really want to give it a 10. There's two things, and they're not even like bad things. It's like they're good. It's just not great, you know? Yeah. I think the story is a little, it's cut and dry. It's like spoon fed. I think they could have taken it a bit farther, made it a little more emotional. But like I said, it's still fantastic. The other thing is, I think the music, it's really good. I think it could be great. I think games like Expedition 33, where it's like, I haven't even beat Expedition 33, but I'll listen to the music from that game because it's fantastic. There were no like fights or anything in this in Ghost of Yōtei where I was like, this music is busting right now.
Yeah.
But it's still the music is still good and it's very suiting for the game, and I think they did a great job. Obviously, like Ghost of Tsushima, it's visually fantastic. It's like playing a fucking movie. I love it. It was my most anticipated game, and it delivered. It delivered so hard, and I can't wait to. Will I platinum it? Will I platinum a first game for real? Maybe we'll see.
I would like to play Expedition 33 before you platinum it, but yeah, no, you can do whatever you want.
I might just play Ghost of Yōtei for the rest of the year. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Knowing you, we're gonna sit on this test for the Game of the Year, and Ghost of Yōtei isn't even gonna be nominated. And Brady's gonna be like, what do I talk about?
What do I talk about? I mean, if it's not nominated, the entire time I'm just gonna sit there like this. I'm gonna be so upset. It better get nominated and it better fucking win. It's a good year in gaming.
It's not gonna win.
I know. Just shut up, dude. You want Donkey Kong Bonanza to beat this
Expedition
game?
33 is gonna win. But yes, I would want Donkey Kong Bonanza to beat this game.
I know. But Yotei, oh my God, it delivered. I love this game. It might be my favorite game of all time. I'm still tossing it up in my brain if I want to keep The Last of Us at that number one, but I love this game so fucking much, dude.
I'm so excited to hear that because, like, genuinely, when it comes to let's broad scope this. Like, when it comes to just co-op 64, my favorite Brady is a Brady that's stoked. And having you come in the past couple weeks when you're playing this game and hearing you talk to Connor about it, and me having to sit in the other room and be upset that I'm not playing this game right now, was awesome. And like, I could feel your energy radiating during the streams we were doing. And so I'm stoked to have you on this podcast. 9.5, glowing.
Yeah, I know you're like playing other games and you got to do it for the channel, but I don't know how that
Nick
goes
doesn't
to
like
you.
Ghost that much.
I also
like Tsushima that much.
I know here's the thing. I'm in on Yotei. Like, I really am in. That last side mission I did, I
don't
thought
understand how you can not be obsessed with Tsushima and be obsessed with Yotei. That doesn't make any sense.
Really?
Yeah, they're basically the same game.
They are the same, but it takes like some sequels, like they'll like switch things up a lot, but they literally kept it toe for toe, same thing as Tsushima, but they made it fucking so much better. I'm sorry, I keep dropping F-bombs, but I'm so passionate about this
You're
game.
fine, dude. Dude, when it's called 64, you can say whatever the fuck you want, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's so much better. I think it just meets that standard in so many ways.
Just visually, I feel like it runs smoother.
Definitely.
I'm trying not to spoil anything, but like,
ray tracing pro mode or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got 60 with ray tracing. Game is gorgeous.
Connor, overall thoughts. What do you think about Ghost of Yōtei?
Yeah, I mean, like, as I just kind of alluded to, I think that Ghost of Tsushima is one of the greatest games of all time, and this stands toe-to-toe with that. I think in almost every single facet that makes up a great open-world game, this game is succeeding. It has a fantastic open world to explore, great story, great characters, fantastic combat. I think the combat, they changed some things from Tsushima, but I think it's just kind of a lateral move. It was great in Tsushima. It's different-ish here, and it's still great. I love this game. I just got lost in the side content. I really enjoyed where the story went. It's simple, like you said. It's a little bit cut and dry, but I think it's very effective. I love this game so much.
What's your score?
I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. I don't think there's anything there that like makes it like a 9, 5, 10, like one of the greatest games of all time. Not alongside like something that I would give a 10, like Astrobot or Mass Effect 2 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like, it's just great across the board. And there's no area that I would be like, that's a problem. Yeah. Like, there's not one.
Yeah. It's the thing that I've experienced the most in this game is the fact that Sucker Punch is just fucking unbelievable. Dude, like they understand how to make video games. And when we were discussing this on, I think maybe off camera or something, just the fact that like this is just across the board awesome and it doesn't slow down in any way. And I'm interested to go and hop into all those things. But a 9, that's tied for the highest score you've given any game this year, I believe.
9.5 for Bonanza.
Oh, you gave Bonanza 9.5. Damn. And then, Brady, why are you so upset with this man giving you a Bonanza 9.5?
No, Bonanza's fine.
Bonanza is 0.5 better than Ghost of Yōtei, but it's way better than Ghost of Yōtei in my mind.
Yeah. And then you just adore this at a 9.5. I'm curious to see where I end up with this. The plan for me is to beat this game sometime in November when I'm a little bit... my time's a little bit more available in the backlog and stuff like that. Post Red Dead Subathon, post many other reviews.
The anecdote I want to give just from jumping into this game is like it felt like coming home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where I was like,
a child.
We're back.
We're so
Dude,
back.
We are back. Like, and I loved my experience with Tsushima, and I loved clearing that map out and doing everything. The last thing I did in that game was finish that game out and pop the platinum trophy. Like, as credits were rolling, the platinum trophy
so
popped.
cool.
I did everything in the game, finished the main story, and was done with it. Like, and I didn't have that luxury here because we had to get it done for the review. But I'm so excited to just spend more time in this world with these characters and these gorgeous environments with this fantastic combat. And every little piece of it I like doing. Every single piece.
I could literally just ride around on a horse. When you're just riding through the fields and there's all those pretty flowers around you, and then the 2 black bars come in, and you're just playing a
so
movie, dude. It's so cinematic. I can't wait for
but I love it.
It really is, but it's so beautiful. I can't wait for you to play that. There's not very many games where I've beaten it and you haven't played it, so I'm excited for you to be like in the middle of this, and I get that phone call, and I'm like, fucking right, dude. Right?
And that's my favorite phone call from you are when I beat a game and you're getting to it, and you're like, dude, I think that it's going to be just an awesome journey, and I'm stoked, and I can't wait to shoot a spoiler cast with you guys and get into those spoiler-esque conversations. Once again, this is not the spoiler cast. We're going to hop in, just review 9, 5, and 9. I can't fucking wait to finish this game.
Personally, like, from a personal standpoint, I could give this game a 10. Like I said, it might be my favorite game of all time. I'm not ready to admit it, but it very well might be. But from a critic standpoint, 9.5.
It's markedly better than Tsushima? Or
I think it's
in what
Tsushima many years later. Like, obviously, like, gaming technology has gotten better since then, so like it's just
more beautiful.
It's more beautiful.
Do you like the story in Yotei
I think Yotei's way, like, the story in Yotei is a lot better.
I think it's as good.
As good.
Which is impressive, because I think that the Tsushima story is fantastic.
I just like the base of the story more, like the idea of it, and like it is pretty much just revenge again, but like
but it's more deliberate revenge. It's my issue with Tsushima, and let's first bullet point we're talking about is story. I want to hop into that. My issue with Tsushima was the fact that the overarching tone of Tsushima, of having honor and going and betraying that idea of what a samurai should be, is so fascinating and so cool and so interesting. That's awesome. But when I think about the story and the narrative beats, there's only like 4 of them in the game that actually go and have weight to it. My question is, we're talking about, this is shown in trailers and stuff, the Yotei 6, and going after and trying to get the revenge on the Yotei 6. Does this game deliver more story beats, and are these story beats more interesting? We already brought up the setup in this game is fucking awesome. I think the setup in this game is leaps and bounds better than the setup in Tsushima. Connor's looking at me like,
I think they're the same, like they both are great.
I don't know. I like for Yotei, it feels like in Tsushima, it is just avenging whatever, like it's very similar, but I was just going through the story beats, and I was passionate about it. I love Tsushima as much as I love Yotei probably, but the story in Yotei, it felt like I was on a fucking mission that entire time. It's like I need to do this. Like I personally have to do this.
Yeah. Connor, do you feel like this Atsu's journey is a lot more deliberate than Jin's past story?
I understand where you're coming from with that. I think they do a really good job of hammering home that you're supposed to hate the Yotei 6, and they do that really really effectively through flashbacks. There's a lot of flashbacks in this game, and I was kind of mixed on it whether or not I liked that, but it just does a really great job of hammering home like the backstory for Atsu and her family and her relation to the Yotei 6 and why you're hunting them and why you're going after them. And then it enforces when you are finally getting to fight them, like the emotions in those moments. It really kind of hammers those home, and I thought that was really effective.
Were you about the story of the Yotei 6? Like, do you think that those themes were of vengeance and character development that you get through those flashbacks, did that deliver for you too, Brady?
100%. Yeah. And I like each tale you kind of do has different play style. I mean, you're playing the same game, but like there's more fighting and action, and then there's puzzly pieces, and it's like I did like the different aspects of each one, and I delivered absolutely.
Hell yeah, man. So let's once again, I feel like a lot of this is going to come from understanding the base of what Tsushima was and the differences that come along with a sequel. But in general, when it comes to open world aspects, Tsushima is so well known for dropping the UI, making it you just be able to go and really see an unreal landscape as you're riding on your horse. And it we talked about when I beat Tsushima on the What We've Been Playing, being like, is this just the best open world formula out there? Is it as good or is it better than the original? And are there examples that go and remind you of past or what we're getting with Yotei right now? Brady, I'm going to kick this one off to you.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's more cinematic. Can I talk about the fighting? How they got rid of rid of the stances from Tsushima.
That's been in the State of Plays and such. So
they got rid of the stances, which I honestly wasn't a huge fan of the stances. I didn't hate them. They were just there. I like that they got rid of the stances and just added a lot more weapons, and the weapons kind of took the place of the stances, and it feels so clean, like switching between weapons to fight certain people. And I like the fighting style in Yotei a little bit more. It just feels cleaner. Hopefully this isn't more of a spoiler. It's not. It's just a cool little thing I like about it. How you can go when you kill somebody, they'll drop their sword. They don't always do, but you can go pick it up and then just yeet it at somebody across that you're in the fight with, and it feels so good just to be fighting multiple dudes. If I see that get dropped, even if it's like all the way across the map, I like run straight to that and I pick it up and I'm just boop.
Yeah,
and it feels so good, dude.
You and I were hanging out, and I was just watching you play Yotei for an hour after work one day, and then boy, oh boy, what a great day it was! Cracked a couple beers, hanging out, and literally it was just how far can Brady throw a sword at an enemy?
You watch me try to fight these bears for like 15, way too long. I died like 3 times, and I was like, I could have ran away, but I was like, I have to do this.
Brady was about to say 15 minutes. It was closer to 30.
Dude, why are they? Did you fight a bear? Have you fought a bear?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, why are they so fucking hard to fight?
Connor, when it comes to the combat, were you in on this system as well?
So you mentioned that they switch from the stances to the different weapons, and it is a difference.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of like it changes the look of the combat rather than like the actual feel of it more so. Like you are still in this rock, paper, scissor kind of type combat where if the enemy has this, then you should use this. If the enemy has this, you should switch to this. And you're getting like different animations with the different weapons and everything. So it adds a little bit more flair. It adds a little bit of a difference there, but like it's still the same kind of core concept. But I think the way that it just juggles everything is so impressive. Like you're switching on the fly while parrying enemies as they're coming at you. You're switching to your throwables. You have like bombs. You have like sand, pocket sand.
I use the pocket sand so much, dude.
You get a gun later. Like I like pulling out my bow and arrow, and there's somebody off in the distance who's trying to shoot me. I slow down time as I pull back or whatever, shoot them in the head, get back to the fight that's in front of me or whatever. It's all just so fluid, and it's just like a symphony of combat that I really like. And the fact that there's so many things going on with so many different buttons, but it all feels so natural on the sticks, I think is really impressive. And like I think that just can't be understated. Like it feels so intuitive, and you're juggling so much in this game, and I eat it all up. Like if there's a base to fucking clear out, I'm going for it, whatever. I just want to keep fighting stuff, and I just enjoy all of it. You get the one-on-one bounties; those are fantastic as well. You get the more cinematic boss fights, fantastic. Like it all just feels great to play.
When it comes to side missions, I want to hop in because that's something that I got to experience a little bit of early on in this. Good, interesting stories across the board, or is this just another? I point to Rise of the Ronin being like, I couldn't tell you a single side mission, a single side character, but is there a like actual? Are there side missions that went and like you still are emotionally attached to after rolling
So
credits?
are you talking about like the side missions or the side activities?
I'll say like things that include narrative alongside it.
In Tsushima, the main way they did side missions were you had an individual character and they would have like a quest line.
Yeah.
I prefer that personally.
Yeah.
You still kind of get that here with the weapon masters who each have like they'll have like a 3 quest line where you'll spend a little bit more time with them and get a narrative surrounding that character. So it's similar-ish, but then you have a lot more just tales of like these individual one-off mini stories. And I think those are good, not fantastic by any means. I still enjoy doing them because it gives me more of that combat. It gives me a nice little self-contained story. I can move on to the next thing. I prefer the strings in Tsushima, but I wouldn't say this is a major negative. I think most people will point to this as a positive because it removes some of the monotony. I think a lot of people didn't like that it's like, okay, each one has 7 or whatever, and I'm just going to check these boxes off and just go through the motions. This lets there be like a one-off story that's different than the last. So you're getting that change up relatively often. I personally am fine with the way that it was in Tsushima. I like that, but I think that it's just kind of whatever you personally prefer.
Brady, where are you out with side stories?
I mean, I completely agree with you, or with Connor. I do think, like, obviously the side stories in Tsushima were directly related to the main story, and so that was nice because it just felt like you were getting more of the main story. And Yotei, like Connor said, it kind of goes away from that. I could go either way with it. I'm not super passionate about either one. I do like Yotei. Yotei gives you a lot more of those little activities, and there's a lot more stuff to do in Yotei.
So let's hop in. You got bamboo slicing still in the game.
What a great time.
You got.
I will do a million of those. I don't care how repetitive they are. You could just line them up for me to do for hours, and I would do all of them.
So good,
So freaking good.
It's so satisfying. I don't understand it. You're just typing in a button. You're memorizing button prompts or whatever, and I love them. It's
And
so good.
it like you get stuff out of it. Like it levels stuff up. It felt like in Tsushima, some of that side stuff, like you were just kind of doing to do. Like it didn't reward you very much.
Yeah, you feel those rewards a lot more in this game for sure. And then you got hot springs making a return when it comes to side
Upgrades your
content.
health. Yep.
Upgrade your health. Yep.
Gets a little character moment for Atsu to reflect.
Oh,
like
dude, those Atsu character moments. I've been in 3 hot springs, I think, in the early hours of this game, and it's like I just like hearing the main character talk to themselves because like there's not that internal monologue that's happening, but you're getting these moments after murdering 50 billion people when it's Tsushima, the island of Tsushima now around Mount Yotei. It's like
Ezo is the environment.
Thank you. It's so nice to be able to like hear your actual characters, the thoughts and what they're actually experiencing.
And you have like the wolf dens.
Yeah.
You can free some wolves. You can follow some foxes and give them some pets, and they'll lead you to a shrine.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
You have shrines to climb, to go pray at or whatever. But then you also have like bases to clear out that also give you access to shrines that give you ability points. I love the platforming in this game.
Dude,
it's
so
simple, but it
beautiful.
feels so good. Like I just like the momentum of swinging, latching onto a wall, climbing up it, jumping to the next thing. It's not fucking rocket science, but it feels good.
It's Uncharted. Like, it's literally Uncharted.
Uncharted
it feels
4,
so good.
Uncharted 4 understands the grapple hook and the platforming better than any other game, and it feels as good.
I don't understand why Sucker Punch is obsessed with doing this, but all of their characters jump the same, and I like that for some reason. They all jump with their like feet like kind of coming together.
Oh, really?
Cole does it, Atsu and Jin do it, and Sly does it. Like,
I've never noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
They all do the same thing.
I feel like we've had Sly on the back wall many times recently, but no, I know exactly
it's a nice
what you're
touch.
talking about.
I like that.
But
also, this game is obsessed with using the DualSense controller. In, like,
it's
weird,
so
fun
good.
ways.
I forgot about that.
I like all of it. It's a
about
little bit gimmicky, but I'm not doing this in any other game.
Yeah.
I'm painting on the fucking touchpad. I'm grilling some mushrooms or some some fish on the fire with like moving the controller back and forth and flipping it. You have to when you upgrade your katana, you have to do like
forge.
you have to forge it or whatever, and you have to like use the motion controls of the controller as a hammer. It's like, this shit's ridiculous, but like I like all of it.
Yeah, it uses literally every aspect.
And that's really the overarching thought of every side activity in this game. Is it fucking like reinventing the wheel? No. But do I like doing all of it? Yes, I do.
And then the biggest side activity in this game, like by a country mile, is gambling. And so we gotta bring up the story. Brady goes and he's playing this game and he's ahead of Connor and I, where we're doing other stuff and Connor hasn't gotten to it, and he goes and just shoots us a text message that reads,
it was literally just a zoomed in picture of the button prompt, and it just says gamble, and I'm like, fucking game of the year.
Yeah.
And then not even 20 minutes before that, I'm in the middle of doing a little side stuff, and I'm like, man, this game would be even better if it had just had like a little side gambling game. And I shit you not, 20 minutes later.
And it's so fun, too. I'm so bad at it.
I'm so good at it. I love it so much.
I was going against somebody last night who, if you miss, you won. He would fucking run the table every single time. I'm like, I'm not leaving this room until I beat him. I left the room because I couldn't do it. I was like, I need to continue on. I need to beat this game tonight. I can't spend all my time, hours and hours trying to beat this.
You said you left the room, and I thought like you physically got up and left your office.
It's on the second floor. I literally jump out the window. I'll be back.
Nope, I'm out.
Oh man, that's so freaking good. But yeah, the gambling, it's a great time and everything. A nice little mini game. It's your Queen's Blood. It's your secondary.
Queen's Blood is better. But this is fun. You're flicking some coins at one another or whatever. You can't knock them off the table. You can't knock into two coins.
You can hit two at once.
And you're using the trigger once again, the DualSense, with like the different tension or whatever to go change your distance or whatever. Like it's cool.
Connor's biggest complaint about the DualSense has been the tension on the triggers, and now it's back to biting the ass.
I think it's interesting, but a lot of studios just like don't use it in interesting ways.
Yeah, and this is the DualSense was the start of the show. And honestly, I think that eventually when the PS5's run is over and we do a full PS5 bracket with everything that's on there, I think that we will bring up the fact that Ghost of Yōtei is such a PS5-ass game because it also utilizes the DualSense. It is really impressive. So we've sort of touched on combat, we've touched on story, touched on the open world aspects of this game.
We didn't talk about bounties, which I think are also really fun to dig into. That's the biggest part of the platinum, apparently, the biggest time sink, and these battles are fucking awesome. They're just super cool, so cinematic, fun.
Going after, are you getting at the end of most bounties a full-on big health bar at the top, or is it just going is it a full boss fight? Or
I haven't done a ton of them, so I'm not sure.
Take them out.
Some of them were.
You get money from them, and
which I needed more money in this game for upgrades and stuff.
Right. I feel like I had so much money by the end, but
I was constantly buying the maps or whatever, which become progressively more expensive, and I love that map mini game of trying to figure out where it is on the map.
Dude,
it's fun.
I'll play that on stream. It's always tough playing a game on stream because you open yourself up to look really stupid. Yeah. And when I was trying to find a map to like lay it out, I looked real dumb, and I had to go and have Matt. It'd be like, this is where it is.
Hey, buddy. Thankfully it'll give you the answer. Like after eventually, a minute or whatever. Yeah. And I needed that a few times. But yeah, the bounties are cool too, because people are just coming after you. Like you don't have to just go grab a bounty. You could just be minding your own business, running through the map, and somebody will just come up to you and be like, hey, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and you're like, hey, no.
I love how the drawing gets better and better throughout the game or whatever. As your legend grows, like your bounty poster. At first, it's just like basically a stick figure. Or whatever. You're like, oh, this is really well done now.
Yeah, that's so sick. Presentation. We've discussed it a little bit. You've discussed the upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5 when we're just talking about visuals and such. In music, I want to turn to Connor with this one a little bit on just what is your thought process with how well this game is presented?
I think it's a lateral move. I think that Ghost of Tsushima looks fantastic. Beautiful colors, diverse environments. You can say the exact same thing here.
Right.
And like in my mind, I think that Tsushima looks exactly like this because it's been 5 years since I played it. I'm sure it looks worse technically.
It's exactly the Spider-Man to Spider-Man 2.
Right.
Like it's been 5 years and you just think the combat and the whole gameplay is the exact same way, and it's like, no, there's been some of those evolutions.
For sure. And that also ran at 30 FPS on PS4.
Yep.
So getting this ray tracing on PS5 Pro with 60 frames per second runs beautifully, looks beautiful. No complaints in that department.
Yeah.
I think the music is fantastic in this game.
Real quick, any bugs, any crashes, anything?
Zero. One of the most polished games I've ever played.
That's that's the thing when people go and ask why I'm so excited for like these sequelized games compared to other smaller titles and stuff like that. It's like I would have bet almost anything that this game's going to come out polished as hell, and so it is good to hear that they deliver the goods.
Does.
We're at Sucker Punch Studios. Brady, you touched on it a little bit in the like just quick impressions moments. But this is your jam. You love this thing?
It's my jam. Yeah, this is literally made for me. It's so cinematic and beautiful, and yeah, like it does feel like it looks the same, but if you were to put them next to each other, like there would be an obvious difference. But
it's funny too. No offense to Connor, I trust what you think about it a little bit more. Because you played it more recently. Yeah. You like Connor's going from memories of.
You also played the PS5 version though.
Exactly.
Oh, true.
That's a good point. Yeah. But even then, it should be closer. And the fact that he's saying that it's that different. Connor's going from 5 years ago. You're going from a year and some change ago. Right. And so I like the fact that I do think as somebody that's going. By the way, I played the PS5 version also, but I played it 3 months ago. I think that it is actually an upgrade, like a noticeable enough upgrade to be like. God damn, they just delivered when it came to the visuals. All right, is there anything else when it comes to Ghost of Yōtei? Non-spoiler thoughts. Main narrative delivers by the end of it. You loved it.
I think that's something we can't talk about here because of spoilers. Like, so I won't go into any details here. Like the cast that surrounds Atsu in this game is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I can't say why, but there's specific characters that I really did fall in love with here, where I think that Atsu is like a little bit more brooding, a little bit more stoic, and that makes sense for her character. But the game knows when to have emotional moments with characters, when to have moments of levity as well. So I think that it changes tones quite a bit, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yeah, story-wise, there was one thing I was like a little disappointed on, and it's in Tsushima. At the end of the game, you have to make a tough decision, and I was waiting throughout this entire game to like make me decide something, like make me make an option between characters or something, and there was no like super hard decisions that I had to make, so that was a little disappointing. And then when it comes to the gameplay, I do want to touch on the skill tree a little bit. The skill trees are small and simple, and I love that because I don't like games where you just open up a massive skill tree and you're like, holy shit, like I don't even know where to start. This is just easy.
That's why I don't like charms in this game. Like where you have like the little charms where you can like kind of change those out. I fucking set 5 of them and never looked at them again.
Is it the Pictos issue in Expedition 33? Too many?
That shit. Yeah. I don't need to fucking min-max like this. I like a good skill tree to like that feels tangible, but like these just felt like very minimal changes that I didn't necessarily feel like I needed to kind of go and dig into like every few hours.
You don't need to get 5 extra % on your backstabs.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, great.
We also
there's more tangible things, I'm sure, and you can upgrade them as well to make them more powerful. But like I just did not care.
I enjoyed that little aspect of it, but another thing we talked about a little bit is it didn't feel like there was a lot of like outfits to change into.
Yeah, so you can upgrade your outfits now in this game rather than like just find new ones. Yeah. And I was fucking changing my fit in Tsushima left and right.
Really?
And in this I wasn't.
You found one and rolled with it?
Yeah, I got one like 3/4 into the story, which actually you probably got it earlier because we did different missions at different orders. And I got that one, upgraded them all the way, and then stuck with that one because it looked badass. I would change my mask and hat a little bit, but
I like that. So I was worried going into this that Yotei 6, you're hunting them down, that you could just do it in any order, assuming that the main big bad would be saved for the last or whatever. But they structure it pretty well, where like right off the rip you get 2 choices, and then it kind of funnels back in or whatever. Brady and I both did them in a different order, which was interesting for us to compare and contrast that. I did not love the first story that I went through. I thought it was good, not great. And then every other story from then on was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad I did the one I did first, like in that order.
I'm kind of glad that I got it out of the way.
Yeah. I enjoyed that story beat, though.
It wasn't bad. It's not like an overt negative or anything. I just was like, I didn't love some of the decisions they made, so it kind of put a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. But
last question before we draft, I'm going to go to Connor first because you are immensely more experienced with what this question is going to entail compared to Brady. Is this thing getting nominated? Top 6 Goaties, PlayStation's number 1.
It's in my top 6. Personally, I really would like to see it get up there. I think this year is too stacked for a lot of people. I do not think it will. No.
Boot Bonanza. Put Yotei in there.
Why just Bonanza? Like,
I think this is a better game than Split Fiction.
I do too.
I think it's better than Blueprints, probably based off of my personal preferences.
Yeah.
But
I'm curious to see where it lands because it feels like it'd be odd not to have the immensely successful Sony polished adventure
I think
third
it's better
person
than Death
game.
Stranding 2.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's big.
Me too.
Because shut up.
But I don't think a lot of people agree with that though.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's gonna be the interesting aspect of this. I'm so curious to see where I land on it. I would be dumbfounded
I just
by
love
like
this fucking game,
Dude, it's
Yotei
literally
more.
just
It's
Yotei
so
is
easy to love.
It's a video game. Like
Yeah.
when you think of video games, like this is just a
Is it the
straight up
Ubisoft
fucking
formula,
video game.
and you can boil it down to that? And you can boil the story down to just being a tale of revenge, sure. But am I having a blast playing this game
Yeah.
every single second I'm playing it? Yes.
Yeah, but you can
I'm
also
stupid, and I love it.
you can say that Yesterday by the Beatles is just an acoustic song that anyone could write in like 5 minutes. It doesn't mean that it's not one of the
Right.
best songs ever. You know,
It's
like
taking that formula to the highest degree.
Exactly,
It is
yeah.
perfecting the open world formula, in my opinion.
Yeah, they got it figured out. I was worried when people come out with sequels, they'll switch stuff up. But Sucker Punch realized they had it figured out, and they just heightened it.
I don't know if you can do this again. Like
Yeah.
you
No.
can't not change it like you did
Yeah.
here or whatever a third time.
Don't Assassin's Creed Ghost of
So
Tsushima.
I think we get one more Ghost game. I think you need to change it up more than you did
Yeah.
here, and then you move on to the next thing.
are we gonna get another Ghost game, Brady?
Maybe. Honestly, I
What do you
would
want
be-
one?
I would kind of like them just to take this style and then go in a different direction.
For open world
yeah,
games?
open
Yeah.
world. Maybe
Well,
do something. Yeah.
So what I was talking with Nick about on Casual Gaming News Conversation is they make 3 games always. They made 3 Sly Cooper games. They made 3 Infamous games, and then I think you make 3 Ghosts, and then you move on.
Yeah, I'm okay with it dying, but at the same time,
Me
I'll
too.
happily
Go
play.
make the next Ghost.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
make the next amazing
Right,
IP
right.
for PlayStation and move on.
But,
I don't think it's necessary.
Get it where you can get it. If they want to
Right.
get their money, I
If you're
will
gonna-
buy it.
If
and
you
I
are
will
going to
play
make another
it.
Ghost game, I'm going to play the fuck out of it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna love it.
I said to Nick that I think the most important aspect here is that you have an interesting story to tell.
Yeah.
Because I don't think like Spider-Man we were talking about. Like I think that the only issue that people have with Spider-Man 2 is that the story is a little bit lackluster in comparison to 1 and in Nick's opinion, Miles Morales. I would say I prefer Miles Morales' story to Spider-Man 2. But with the open world formula, like if you're not going to change that up a ton, because I think it's really difficult to change that up, you need to tell a really interesting new story in that universe to justify the sequel. And I think that that's probably going to be the case here.
Boys, let's draft. Today we are drafting Call of Duty games. We got Brady on the podcast, but it's always fun to go and redux a little bit, but also just like this is gonna be a fun one because by the time we get to pick 14, it's like what the hell are we doing here? Connor, you want number 1?
Sure. With my first pick, I'm going to go with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This was my Call of Duty game growing up that I played a ton of hours. The multiplayer, I think, is fantastic. Really fun weapons. The Remington, the Peacemaker, fun maps like Hijacked. Then you also have a fantastic zombies mode as well. Die Rise, of course.
Shut up, man.
The greatest
Transit.
zombies map ever.
Oh my gosh.
Mob of the Dead.
Not Transit, though.
Origins.
Transit's
So-
fun though. Like, we
Barry-
had so many good times on Transit.
Every map in BO2 I think is
Yeah,
fun.
nothing's better than leaving your homie on the bus. dude.
Brady, what's your first pick?
It would have been Black Ops 2. That's my favorite Call of Duty. But with my first pick, I got to go Black Ops 1 then. That's my second favorite Call of Duty. The Black Ops franchise is just they got to figure it out. I like the zombies in Black Ops 1. I'm a basic zombies guy, so like Kino, I'll eat that stuff up. I don't when they got more. I know you love zombies, but when they added more layers to it and layers, I didn't like it. I'd rather just run in circles for 3 hours.
All right, my first pick is Black Ops 3.
Yeah, okay, we knew this was gonna happen.
Black Ops 3 is the best Call of Duty Zombies experience. It legitimately changes the scale of what Call of Duty Zombies is. If Black Ops 3 is a 10, that means that BO2 is like an 8 because it's that much of a step up as an experience. It has the most underrated multiplayer mode in maybe any Call of Duty game ever. It's arguably the best movement shooter ever. Like, it still runs great. The wall runs in that game feel so freaking tight. The arsenal of weapons that you get are amazing, but the multiplayer maps, I think, are so underrated and not discussed enough because, boy, oh boy, the wall runs are so well utilized for how long they should be. And then my next pick is going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Just unbelievable campaign and unbelievable multiplayer. Brady, what's your next pick?
My next pick, I'm between a couple, but
Be yourself, Brady.
Be
yourself.
No, I know
Come
what you want me
on.
to do, but I'm gonna save that for 5 because I know nobody else is gonna pick it.
If he gets back to me, I'm choosing it.
Okay, well I get 2 picks before you get another one. So with this one, I'm gonna go with Call of Duty Ghost. I'm doing it. Fuck it. I'm going with my heart. I'm going Call of Duty Ghost.
Woo! This is what you get when you got Brady on the podcast.
Die Rise is the best zombies map, and Ghost is the second best Call of Duty. Third best. I don't know. Ghost, I know it's not like top 5 when you think of Call of Duties, but just personally, we had so much fun with private matches. I put a lot of hours into Ghost, and I just have a lot of good memories with the boys. So yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going with my heart. Call of Duty Ghost. Light me up in the comments. I don't care.
I'm a little peel behind the curtain. I don't know what Brady's other one was going to be. So I think that he was going through the Rolodex being like, okay, shit, am I going to pick MW2? Am I going to go somewhere else?
I should have picked MW2.
Ghost.
I should have picked MW2.
I know. Brady, Connor, what you got?
With my second pick, I'm going to go with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's the right
original
answer.
Modern Warfare 2. I think that this is like the watershed moment for the Call of Duty franchise for a lot of people. The best multiplayer. I think it has just so many iconic maps. I missed the boat on this. I went back after it had released because I got into Call of Duty with Black Ops. So it's not as nostalgic for me, but it's still a fantastic game. This is where it gets tough.
Yeah. By the way, the elites are gone.
With my third pick, I'm going to go with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah.
This was the introduction for me for 3v3, 2v2s or whatever. Those are just so much fun, and we put so many hours into that mode. So this was probably the last Call of Duty that I got really into. So that's my third pick.
Yeah, Brady, what you got?
My third pick, I don't even know if this is allowed, but I'm doing it. I'm picking Ghost again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. With my third pick, I'm picking Warzone.
Damn it!
Yeah,
I was going to have a perfect draft. Damn it!
No, I'm going with Warzone, dude. I think I actually just re-downloaded it yesterday because one of my buddies is trying to get us on, and
I'm so sorry.
And I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's like, hey, I need you to delete everything on your computer so you can download Warzone. Fucking 900 gigabytes. Yeah, no, it's a great time, great memories on Warzone. Yeah, I'll take it. At number 3 is crazy.
You're a bitch. I hate you so much. My next pick is gonna be Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is insanely underrated, and I like people want to go and point to the fact that it's a dumpster fire of a video game right now. It is. I don't like a lot of the stuff that they're doing with the multiplayer, but at the end of the day, that campaign is a top 5 Call of Duty campaign. It just is. It is so freaking good. It's up there with BO1 and 2, and it's up there with Modern Warfare 1 and 2. It is so freaking good. And the multiplayer when it came out ripped. So my next pick is BO6. And then I'm going to go and stick in the Treyarch building and go with World at War. You got Doris. I'll shut the fuck up after that. It's still arguably the best zombies map out there. I didn't this was before my time when it came to multiplayer, but it is so freaking good as zombies maps go. You have the introduction of the ray gun and the Wonderwaff, two of the most iconic video game weapons ever. I love World at War.
Can you tell that we like Call of Duty Zombies? I feel like we've been drafting and we've mentioned zombies 17 times.
I did it on BO6 for a reason. Brady, what you got?
Well, those were my 2 in my head. 6 is great. Zombie sucks. Campaign's good. Multiplayer is
great.
Good.
Zombie sucks. It was even my next pick, but zombies do suck.
And then World at War is just a classic. With my fourth pick? With my fourth pick, I'm just gonna go with Call of Duty OG, Call of Duty 1.
This is your third pick, by the way.
Did I say fourth? No, that's my fourth.
Really?
Black Ops 1.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost.
And I'm so sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's okay.
Remake your pick. I'm so sorry about that.
Your apology. I'm picking Ghost again. No. I'm going to go with the original Call of Duty 1. Honestly, I'm just doing it because it started the franchise. You can't have any of these Call of Duties without the OG. So
Brady's starting to realize that not only is his team really bad, but we're running out of Call of Duty.
I have 2 really solid Call of Duties to pick.
Can you tell me one?
Connor, what you got?
Don't make me pick Ghost.
With my fourth pick, I'm going to go with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Like I said, I got into Call of Duty with Black Ops, so I missed the Modern Warfare 2 train. I know that Modern Warfare 3 is a step down for a lot of people, but this is how you and I became friends.
We wouldn't be friends without it.
It's literally true. We met and we found out we both had PlayStation 3s, and we were both playing Modern Warfare 3, and we were like, dude, let's get online and grind out Modern Warfare 3. And we had a fantastic time. So Modern Warfare 3 with my 4th pick. With my 5th pick, we're going to go with maybe the most underrated Call of Duty game, and I know a lot of people either love or hate this game. We're going to go with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I love a good movement shooter. It changed the formula up enough for me to be really excited about Call of Duty again, to get a really different feeling Call of Duty. I think the zombies in this is actually pretty fun, especially in comparison to what zombies has become today. So yeah, Advanced Warfare with my 5th pick.
Brady, what are you closing out this draft with?
I really don't know.
I think that I have 2 picks still in my back pocket. None of them are great, but I have reasons for both of them.
I have another one as well.
Yeah. I don't. I'm gonna go with. Let's just go with Call of Duty 2.
Honestly, that's a really good answer because of the multiplayer.
Big red one.
Yeah. The big red one.
The multiplayer is so well known and so well established. I'm just making the argument for you. Good job.
Thank you. Can you keep going?
Yeah, Brady, you're handsome.
Call of Duty Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost.
With my last pick, I'm gonna choose something that is a dumpster fire of a video game. One of the worst Call of Duties of all time, but it has a reason to go back to it. My next choice and my final choice is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare sucks. Infinite Warfare has an awful multiplayer experience. Don't recommend playing Infinite Warfare. But I still want to boot up Infinite Warfare every now and then just because Zombies in Spaceland is a top 10 zombies map in the experience. And I think that, I have no reason to boot up 6 of the Call of Duties that we drafted today.
Yeah.
But I do have a reason to boot up
Apparently the
Infinite
campaign
Warfare.
in Infinite Warfare is really good too.
Most expensive coaster I ever bought, dude. I literally bought it.
That's
Cold War I bought and then booted it up and then never fucking touched it again.
So Cold War was my other choice, and it's
Cold War
because
sucks.
because the way that they use the dual sense in that game and with the adaptive triggers feel
World
amazing.
War II was the other one that I had in the back pocket.
That's a good one.
You're grounding Call of Duty again after going with the movement shooters for Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. It was nice to come back to a more grounded experience. Go back to World War II. And I enjoyed the multiplayer in that game quite a bit.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much to our amazing members who go over to patreon.com/coop64. If you like having Brady on podcasts, there's so many Coop64 podcasts over there. Also, bonus pods. He's on a couple of them. And then also, thank you so much for your support over there. If you go and you're not over on Patreon yet, we are 10-ish members away from Coors Lights and Bots fights with old Two Shoes and Big Boy Brady.
I love 2 things. I love Coors Lights and I love a good boss fight.
I thought that you were going to say I was one of those things.
And Nick's all right. And Call of Duty Ghost.
But thank you so much to our amazing members at the highest tier. You get their name read at the end of each and every podcast we do here at Coop64. The order in which we are reading is Connor, then Brady, then me. Are you ready? Connor.
Members like Jakey P,
Cash R,
Pigeon Power,
Library Daniel,
Tyler,
Trace H,
Sir Shellis,
Raincoat,
Ooh Gracie,
Chuzar,
MG Dunbar,
Mr. Munchies,
Farmer Spud,
Rocket Tater,
Nofi,
The Dankest Mike,
Swampy Bits,
Jaxie T,
Tristan C,
Scoonsy C,
Strike in 1978,
Das Goopy,
Dinkleberg Rules,
Centuro,
Hook'em Horns,
Go Nash,
Neutral Sphere,
Eason C,
Kingdom Hearts Rules,
Dooby Doopy Doo, a Stooby Dooby Doo.
Crispy,
DJ Zach Beat.
Uli,
Okay, Uli.
Everybody just start reading. Big Mac.
Okay, all on 3.
Metal
Nate, the Patty Cake, Bear Pog, Cowboy Jesus, Mega, Yogi, Dom, Holden M, Colin C, Brock, Voodoo, Milky Sins, Alex the Golden, Andrew H, Master Diz, Cannonball Games, Bad Fella, Only One Rules, Drift X1, Skirt, Goops, J Matt B3, Ali Ben Ali, Bikel, and Kingdom Hearts Sucks. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Casual Gaming Conversation. Brady, thank you so much for joining us. As always, it means a lot to us. We will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Bye.